What is up, my guilders? Welcome to another Jurassic World Evolution video. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 of the things that I really want to see implemented in Jurassic World Evolution that we haven't seen yet. But I don't believe many of these things, or any of these things, will actually happen. This is just the stuff that I want to happen. The first thing I want to see implemented in the game, and the one that I want most from this game that we haven't seen so far, is kind of water beasts. While they don't feature prominently in any Jurassic game, we do have on the Jurassic World app a whole chunk dedicated to water dinosaurs and water beasts, as I've written down here. I just feel like this would be a great addition maybe to Isla Nublar, because I was talking about what we could find on Isla Nublar, and I forgot to actually mention this. Kind of an aquatic theme on the kind of southern part of the island, a bit like we see on the actual Jurassic World game. But again, I struggle to believe it just because they're not copying the game. So why would they have it? Because they're not trying to make a direct copy of the one that you can get on Android and Apple. And I feel like this would be an amazing feature to the game. Who doesn't want their own Mosasaurus? It would just be amazing to have, or even like off the coast you can build this little pen and put the Mosasaurus in there. It'd just be an amazing feature of the game. Even if you're limited to 1, it would just be so amazing to have that as a feature that can unlock new events. Like, it gets free and you have to send an aquatic team after it. Like, that could be in a DLC, which brings me on to the next topic. DLCs, my best friend, downloadable content, and paid downloadable content. Now, I'm not strictly against a paid DLC, but the second it gets anywhere near the price of the full game, that is when I will straight up refuse to buy it. Because it's just, I don't want to, even if it could be like game breaking and add quite a bit of stuff to it. Just release it as a new game. I'd also be less mad if it was released as a new game. I don't want to have a $50 or £50 game and then be expected to pay £60, £70 a year, $60, $70 a year, whatever you want to say, as for like a season pass to get all the DLCs. Why would I want to do that? Then I'm spending like £100 odd pounds on a game, and it's just not. It's not the greatest thing. So I'm, again, like I said, I'm not strictly against the whole concept of a DLC, as long as it remains at about $5, £5, or even up to 10. I'd be happy with up to 10. If you release like 2 $10 ones, that's fine. If they add a lot of content, that's good. Then you can have a few like $3 ones, $4 ones, $5 ones, or just maybe have smaller ones, like smaller content to be added to the game. Maybe like 1 or 2 dinosaurs, 1 or 2 new features. Maybe like an extra pack of like 20 dig sites or something smaller. But like a big like $10, $20 DLC would have to be adding. You'd have to be adding like new islands at that point, because it's completely game changing. If you're going to spend that much money on the game extra, it has to be a game changing feature. So the only thing I'd like to play with Frontier, it's like one thing that I'd really want to ask for would be the water beasts and no expensive DLCs, please. The last topic we will be discussing in this video is kind of more edit options, so you can have like deeper water, which doesn't necessarily go onto the water beast. Just in the corner of the island you can have a bit of a deeper bit of water, where maybe your dino can swim, or just will avoid. If it can't swim, it will just avoid. And I would like to see kind of different terraining. So you already have like the hills, you can flatten it, you can create holes, and you can't change the kind of floor much. You can create trees, but you can't create sand. You can't have like kind of a stone floor, and I just feel like it'd be a good addition to make it a bit more immersive, and it feels like you have more of a choice. So let's say you have some carnivores. Maybe you don't want to put them in the grass. Maybe you want to put them in, maybe on top of like some sand or some stone, and have just, okay, you can still have some trees around for them to go in, but just have maybe near the entrance a bit of stone for like for your Jeep to drive around. Just a bit easier. Maybe make it a bit smoother on driving controls in that area, so you can build little roads through the pens to make it a bit easier to get to the feeders. You know, just that kind of thing. And I feel like that would just be a really small detail, but I can imagine when I get this game and I have to start doing all of those feeders, I'm going to lose half of them. I'm not going to know where I'm going. I'm going to have this little Jeep driving around like, where the hell is this feeder? And I'm like, oh, I've got a bunch of grass in the back here, and then by that point I've got a bunch of herbivores chasing me, trying to eat the truck. So it's just going to be one of those pains. By the way, I am aware the dinosaurs will not chase and try to eat the chuck. The chuck? What's a chuck? And by the way, I am aware the dinosaurs will not try to chase and eat the truck. But I just feel it would just add that extra bit of immersion in the game. And I mean, it's already a pretty immersive game because it goes so deep and it's in a way so realistic, and it's absolutely fantastic how Frontier have been able to make a game about dinosaurs. And I'm sitting here saying, oh yeah, it's nice and realistic, this, but it's got a real kind of worldly theme to it. Like, okay, we understand that there's threats around us. These dinosaurs are threats. We're not going to treat them like these gods that have just been made. Like, if these get free, people can die. Then again, the first thing Lambert, the security bloke, wants you to do is let one free. Maybe exclude him from the scenario. But I honestly, I'm so... I don't know, because I've been following this game for a while, so I'm so, in a funny way, proud of how it's turned out. Because I don't know when they announced it. It was a while ago that it would be happening, and there was a thing about it. And I was like, okay, I wonder what this is going to be like. I was thinking it'd be a tacky game, a bit like the mobile game. It's okay, but you know, I don't really want to spend money on it. It's not that good. But they have actually done a proper good job at Frontier for this one, and for that I applaud. And that's what they're getting until the game comes out. If I like it, they can get the 4th clap. Anyway, my guilders, thank you so much for watching this episode of Jurassic World Evolution. And man, this was a good one. I've just basically been able to sit here and rant about what I like and don't like in video games. And this channel was created less than 24 hours ago at the time of recording this, and it already has over 100 watch minutes and over 70 views. And honestly, that is amazing for a channel that started off with 0 subscribers and is already on 6. I was not expecting that at all. I was honestly expecting about 10 views a video. By the time I actually fell asleep the night I recorded the first episode, it was on about 25. I'm like, how? It's just been amazing, guys. If you could keep up the support and subscribe, that would be absolutely fantastic. We're going to be having a lot of videos coming out on Jurassic World Evolution every time they release something new that I feel is worthy of a video and kind of adds to a new plot. Because I don't want to be just doing small details in every video. Like, you probably get like movie trailers and stuff like that. You get like movie reviewers that just every small detail. We're just going to take it as a game, what they show us, the explicit meaning of it, and we're not going to look too far into it unless we need to. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Join the Guilders.